Hello students. Today we are going to start new chapter of accountancy class 11, that is cash book, book of original entry. This is very important chapter from the view of examination, and this chapter helps you to understand what is the cash book, how the entry of cash and bank is made, how you can tally the bank balance and cash balance. Okay, so let's start. So, book of original entry. From this chapter, you are able to understand what is a special purpose subsidiary books and their advantages, meaning of cash book, difference between cash account and cash book, types of cash book, that is single column, double column and petty cash book. In this video, we are going to study only the single column cash book and recording of entry in cash book. Okay, so if the size of business is small one, it may be possible to enter each and every transaction in one book only. So if your business is small, then there will be transaction is also small, less transactions. So it can be recorded in the book that is called journal. As you all studied journal, you know what is journal? Journal is book of original entry, and it is used in small organizations, right? So it is quite easy when your business is smaller, because there is less transaction, it can be recorded in only one book, okay, which is generally known as a book of original entry. But when the size of business grows and the number of transactions become very large, it is no longer possible to record all the transactions in one journal. Okay, as such, the journal is subdivided into the number of books, that is called special journals. Okay, that is called special journals, right? These special journals are also known as day book or special purpose book or the subsidiary books. Okay, it is also called subsidiary book, day books, special purpose books and book of original entry. Okay, each subsidiary book is meant for the recording all the transaction of simple nature. For example, the cash transaction may be recorded in only one book, and all credit purchase transaction is recorded in another book. All credit sales transaction in the yet another book, and so on. So for each and every transaction, there will be special book for recording that transaction. Depends upon the nature of account. Okay. So first of all, what is we are going to study? The cash book, purchase book, sales book and other special subsidiary books are going to study in next few chapters. Okay. So this is the basic introduction of cash book. This book is used for recording all the transactions relating to the cash receipt and the cash payment. All banking transactions relating to the receipt and payments are also recorded in this book. Okay, so every transaction related to cash, receipt that you receive from anyone and payments are recorded in cash book. All banking transactions relating to receipt and payment are also recorded in this book in two column cash books. Okay, first we are going to study single column only in this video. So what are the similarities between the cash book and journals? Just like journal, the transaction in cash book are recorded for the first time from the source document. As you know, what are source document? The bills, and from that bill we record the cash transaction and bank transaction in cash book. Just like journal, transaction in cash book are recorded date wise, that is so simple, in a chronological order. And just like journal, the cash book are also posted to the relevant accounts, okay, except cash in ledger. Okay, cash book is also contain ledger folio column for tallying the transaction from the ledger to cash book, right? Now, what are the similarities of cash book with ledger? So, form of cash book closely resemble to the ledger account. Its format just look like the ledger. It has two equally divided side, that is one is debit side and another is credit side. The receipt side is called debit side. Remember this, it is very helpful in solving the numericals. The receipt side is debit side and the payment side is credit side. Okay, the cash book itself serves as a cash account also, and as such, when the cash book is maintained, the cash amount is not opened in ledger. If you maintain cash book, you don't want to make another ledger account of cash. Okay, so it is a part of ledger also. Just like ledger account, the word to and by is used in cash book also, and it is balanced just like ledger account. Both debit and credit side are equal, right? So, now this book is used to record all the transactions relating to the cash receipts and cash payments. Okay, cash receipts and cash payment. The number of cash transactions is quite large in the business. As you know, many transaction is done on the basis of cash, and it is quite unpredictable or unpracticable and inconvenient to record all the cash transaction in the journal. So that is why we make another book that is called cash book. Okay, it is very necessary to maintain a separate book for that. So we record all the cash transaction and bank transaction in cash book. Okay, cash book, a subsidiary book and a principal book. As it achieve dual purposes. What is dual purpose? That is, one is credit and debit. When the cash book is maintained, the transaction of cash are not recorded in journal. Okay, if you maintain cash book, you don't have to record cash transaction in journal, as we are making the cash book because we are not able to enter each and every cash transaction in journal. So if you are making cash book, you don't need to maintain journal. You maintain journal but not cash transaction. Okay, as all the cash transactions are recorded for the first time in the cash book, it is therefore the book of original entry. As you know why it is called original entry, because all the transactions are recorded first time in this. Okay, but when the cash book is prepared, the cash account in ledger is not prepared. Okay, in this way the cash book represents the cash account and hence become the principal book of account. As such, the cash book is subsidiary book as well as principal book. So this line is very important. It may come in MCQ that you have to remember cash book is also a principal book and also a subsidiary book. Okay, so what is the difference between cash account and cash book? It is account and ledger, it is a separate book. Okay, cash account is open in ledger and posting done in this account from journal, but it is a original entry. Cash book is a original entry. Each and every transaction are recorded first time in cash book regarding cash. Okay, when the transaction of cash are recorded in journal, it is necessary to open a cash account in ledger. But if you maintain cash book, there is no necessity of opening cash account separately. Okay, only recorded one aspects of the transaction, that is cash. It record both the aspects of transactions, that is debit and credit, right? So it is the first question from your book, that is DK Goel. Okay, so now we are trying to make the cash book of single column. By solving this question, you are able to understand the format of cash book in a single column, and also we are able to solve some question on the basis of single transactions. Okay, so first of all, the commencement of business with cash. Business is started with cash, that is 25,000. So how you post this transaction in cash book? See here. So as you know, in the initial stage when you start your business with cash, it will be the capital of the company or the firm. So on 1st May 2016, capital account is debited because the cash comes in the company or the organization, that is 25,000, right? A capital account, that is debited 25,000, right? So next transaction is bought goods for cash. You purchase good for cash. So in this transaction, the cash goes out from the business. So what will be the recording of this transaction? Purchase. As you purchase stock, it is denoted as a purchase. 3 May purchase account, and because of this the money goes out from the organization, it will written in the credit side, 10,000. Okay. Now paid carriage. Carriage is your expense. Again, you have to pay cash, so it will be recorded in credit side, carriage account, and 200. Okay. Next is receive from Ram. Receive, okay, sold goods for cash first on the 4th May. So sold goods for cash, that is 6,000. So by solding the goods, you get the cash, so it will be recorded in debit side as sales account 6,000. Okay. Now receive from Ram, that is 1,000. Here it is nothing mentioned that it will receive because of sales of goods. So here we record Ram, and as you know, it is a personal account, so it in front of this name account will be not written, 1,000. Okay. Paid to Shiv Kumar. So Shiv Kumar is written in credit side, that is 2,600. Okay. Cash sales, so it will be recorded in debit side, sales account, that is 8,400. Now purchase of furniture for office use, that is 5,000. It is recorded in furniture account. Cash goes out from the business, so credit side, right? Okay. Paid for advertisement, that is 500. So advertisement, credit side. Now you are able to understand how you prepare the cash book. After posting each and every transaction, you have to maintain the balance account. So the total side of debit and total side of credit is made, and after that whatever balance is left is written in debit side. Okay. So 25,000, 6,000, 1,000, 8,400 and 1,500, and this side is also tally. So as you know, the debit side is greater than credit side, so the balance CD is written in credit side. Okay. So 16,300 is balance CD, balance carried down. Okay. And in next month, May, and then after June, this balance is brought down as a 16,300, right? Quite easy. You can easily total them, and after making total of both the side, debit and credit side, you have to minus them and find out which side is lacking, which side amount is less. So as you see, the debit side balance is greater than credit side. So for making balance of them, both of side, that is debit and credit, we put balance CD in credit side. Okay. Easy? You can easily solve this question. And if you want to practice, you can pause the video here and solve this question again and make tally your answer. Okay? Now, this is another question. It includes CGST and SGST also. So, GST is also put here. You have to remember, if you are paying GST, then it will be input GST. So, if there is input GST, it will be recorded in, input GST is recorded in where? See here, input GST is recorded in credit side because you are paying that GST, and output GST is recorded in debit side because you are receiving the GST, right? So, by each and every transaction, you have to maintain GST account also. Okay? So, see here, cash sales. Okay? You are selling the goods, so you receive output GST, that is 6%. Okay? So, it will be recorded in credit side. Oh, sorry, debit side, because you are receiving. That is output GST. Output GST. Okay? So, it will be recorded here for sales, and 6%, 4 6 are 24, that is 200, 2400. Okay? So, it will be recorded in debit side, right? So, again, paid carriage. You paid carriage, so it will be input GST, because whenever you are paying something, and if you are paying something, you are paying GST, and it will be recorded in credit side because you paid that GST, right? So, there is so many questions on this single column cash book. You have to solve all the questions from your book, that is Deco Girl or whatever from the NCERT. And if you want more practice, so you can pause the video here and solve the question, and after that you can easily tally your answer from this solution. Okay? So, here video ends. In next video, we are trying to solve the double column cash book, that is cash account and bank account. Okay? And we solve more question. You can easily solve more and more question of single column cash book. And if there is any doubt, you can ask me in classroom or in group. Okay? Thank you.